My name is RJ LaValle, and this is the Shipkeeper's Log. Whoa, boy, get away from the boat. That's not good. There we go. Yep. Got a PFD on, but don't need to go swimming. Didn't expect it to have to be due. We scraped a lot of this stuff yesterday. I scraped as much as was really super flaking. Notice we found a plank that's not doing too well there. Gotta fix that. And that'll probably get fixed when we come out in November. Now, I'm gonna come down the boat, side of the boat here. I was hoping today I was just gonna be touching up these little patches, and some of them is fairly big, with some custom colored paint. But no such luck today. Instead, I've got to fix some stuff that's down at the very end of the boat. Here are also some tools that I've left here for me that I'm going to need. Hold on, let me go get these. So, here's one of the issues. This seam here, sopping wet and leaking. So, taking out some of the caulking. It's not even dried down here yet. It's dry here at least, which is good. And, good stuff. That is dry now too. Alright, so I'll come back and deal with that. But my bigger concern, where that lies, I'm not as concerned about where it is if big weather comes in. In big weather, I mean wind coming from over there. Because then the waves just kind of come down here and beat up the boat. Let me show you how they beat it up. It is down here. And we go along. And we go along. All right, here we go. First issue. Not that, that's pretty typical. That's not a big deal. I've got some seam compound that I'll put in there again. A big whoop. But, whoa, getting close. All right. See how it looks there. I think, yeah, it's barely. So this one here, I actually am reefing out as well. So this is, that's nice and dry. That makes me feel very, very happy. This was just soaking wet. Came out, stuff stunk that came out of there. So now, then there's another one way down below, and one even further down below. So I've got to get those caulked before weather comes in. All right, let's get set up. I think I'd be smarter and tie up the boat first, but no. I'm happy about that because that's dry. And I have cotton that stops about here, so I can overlap the cotton that I put in first, and then I have oakum that kind of feathers out to here. I can overlap the oakum down to here. Then I'll paint it with some primer, and hopefully that primer sets up. It's a nice breezy day today, so hopefully that primer dries quickly enough where I can then get the seam compound on it before the end of the day. And of course, as happens in life, I've got a dentist appointment I've got to make it to at 3:30, so my day is a little shorter today, which kind of stinks. But let's get this started, and I'll get this cleaned up, and then I'll get that caulking done. And of course, I'm starting with the easier one first. I should probably start with the harder one first. And now that I've said that out loud, I think I am going to start with the harder one first, because I know I can bang this one out. Lickety split. All right, yep, let's listen to what I was going to say. I'm going to go underneath, do this other one. All right, really, it's under here. I'm not going to be able to show it to you. All right, catch you when I'm done. Now for the easy ones. You gotta switch. I gotta be over here. Well, that's 4 done. Don't know, camera turned off, I think, or I turned it off, or I never turned it back on. So, got this one done down here. Got this little seam done here. We'll put seam compound in there. Seam done here. We'll stretch the seam down here. And as I'm talking through this, I realized I actually have one more seam farther down. Which is alright, because I have to go down around the side of the boat to go get some paint to put on here, let that dry, and then put on seam compound later. So that's about it. We'll okay, this is getting ridiculous. This has been the hardest episode to wrap ever. Probably because it's not the end of the day. You saw that I was doing the work on the seams here. I will get seam compound placed on the seams, which will keep the seams flexible and watertight, not necessarily waterproof. And then if I have any time left in the day, I'm going to scrape black paint on the starboard side so that on Wednesday, the day after all of this weather comes through tomorrow, I can actually get paint on the rest of the hull, or I may actually just go forward and start painting some of the hull. Don't know. Check in next time, Shipkeeper's Log, and see what we did. All right, see you next time, Shipkeeper's Log.